Ich dachte gerade kurz die ganze Zeit, wir kämen quasi von oben, aber nee, wir kommen von der anderen Seite. Da hinten, wo das Auto steht, da rechts. Oh, das sind Leute von der Armee. Here we are, Raquel, Lamar's very own entertainment city. Been 2 months already, but this place looks just as busy as ever. I guess we should start asking around for clues about the singularity. There are many soldiers around to take caution of. We'll have to be careful to avoid detection. Holy, yeah. When did you... Die Perücke ist nicht so gut aufgesetzt. What, the weekend glasses found him at the store back at the village. Better than Schwartz's disguise, ain't it? Ist halt auch wirklich, it's startling, really. Agreed, you look to be an entirely different person. You just think of everything, don't you? It should help you blend into the crowd at least, but try not to get too cocky. People who know you well enough will see right through you. Yeah, come on, let's get going. Right. Das muss man lassen. Also gut, Wien ist aber auch wirklich ein unfassbar schlechter Tarner. Also der tarnt sich ja wirklich unfassbar schlecht. Da denken sie, hey, ich zieh einfach eine Brille auf, let's go. Und keiner sieht mich mehr. Und am Motto, wie Kinder machen, wenn die hier Peekaboo spielen. So, haha, ich sehe dich nicht, also siehst du mich auch nicht. Ich nehme natürlich alles mit. Ah, okay, das. Ah, keiner Masterquart. Ich habe einen Auffällt Orb. Ich wollte doch Skeleton Möbel. Series, Scorpio Cecil, Cannon Saw. Wo haben wir denn hier den neuen, den Counter? Minotaurus. Das habe ich noch nicht ausgerüstet. So. Dann gehen wir mal hier rüber. Ein Decken Pub and Diner. This place. I used to come here all the time. Oh, welcome. 5 of you. Please sit wherever you like. You. For goodness sake, why do you always pop up so suddenly? Well, I'm glad you're back safe. Welcome home, Ash. Huh, you never change. Who's this? I think I've seen them somewhere. Oh, it can't be. Huh, seriously? Ja, so viel zu seinem Disguise. You had a void there, Ash. You were falsely accused of being a Calvardian spy. But now you're back with your friend. I'm sure your mom let you to them. I guess. Just show them how you really feel, Ash. This kind woman and your friend really believed in you. I've known you since you were a kid. There's no way you would do that. I don't know. I can see Ash pulling off a double life as an assassin. I'm going to take that as a compliment. However, I hear your instructor has gone missing. Things must be tough for all of you. That is what we are currently trying to gather information about. Has anything changed around here? Changed? Well, we've had a lot more tourists, and some of them look a bit more well-off than our regular clientele. More well-off? Yes, some of them come in with these nice suits and expensive dresses. I think I heard something about them coming from orders by limousine to hold meetings or something. I'm not too sure. I wonder if they were merchants or perhaps nobles? I'd like to know what they came here for. If you're going to sneak around, just be careful. We don't know who's looking where after all. I don't need you giving me advice. Once we've got the intel we're after, we're out of here. I came all this way to see you, so stop standing around looking sad, got it? Thanks, Ash. Keep up the good work with your classmates. Ah, schön, dass sie ihm alle vertrauen. Wobei man echt ja sagen, er ist ja der den Emperor erschossen hat, so ist ja nicht, ne? Naja, es war der Fluch, aber...
Aren't you glad your friends didn't give up on you?
Sure am.
Ne, natürlich war er der Fluch, aber im Endeffekt bleibt immer noch sein Körper mit, durch das was passiert ist. So, hier die Schwester, die kennt doch Ash auch. Oh Aegis, offer me your guidance and please watch over him. I'm sure there has to be some mistake. But the lady who took care of Ash. Ash? I know. Hey, all that moping around ain't like you? Huh? Ash? It's such a relief to see you. I can't tell you how worried I was. I heard this nasty rumor that you'd been arrested or something terrible and I didn't know what to think. Alright, simmer down. But that rumor you heard? It wasn't a rumor. I did shoot the Emperor. You shot Ash. That's alright, we know you. There must have been other circumstances. Besides, no one is beyond redemption. Think of how far you've already come. You can atone for your sins. I believe in you. You may not be perfect, but you have a good heart, Ash. You're a good person. Er shook. The people closest to you really do get you, huh, Ash? It's a good thing, really. Don't you all get sappy on me now. It seems like there was a lot of chaos here during the Great Twilight. It's true. People started fighting all over the city. A strange wind blew and these odd red and black flowers started blooming everywhere. The violence ended fairly quick, but the eerie atmosphere has loomed over the city ever since. Even with the hustle and bustle from the increasing number of tourists, it feels like there's a darkness hanging over all of us. I felt it in other towns as well. Perhaps the short breather before the draft was merely the calm before the storm. Hell, the place was kind of a storm to begin with, all those Jaegers coming and going. You take care of yourself, Ofer. I'll make sure I do. Oh. Ja, die Dialoge werde ich mir nicht durchlesen. Das ist mir, also, die sind, ja, nicht sonderlich wichtig. So, gucken, so, wir haben ihn hier. Reku ist super. Grad mal gucken. Oh ja, der ist super. Der ist besser als die. Definitiv, das kommt raus. Da bekommt Reku mal rein. Tu einen davon rein und noch einen Reku nehme ich mit. Wall. Put the barrier on the target that negate the damage once. Ranger Sister Fighter. Target gain 2 HP. Ja, das ist auf jeden Fall meine neue Hauptkämpferin, das ist klar. Dann würde ich fast sagen, nehme ich davon noch einen raus und davon einen mit. Das sieht ganz gut an. Ja, ich wollte nicht reden. Ich wollte Karten spielen mit dir. Und sie hat auch eine Schwester.
May the goddess bless this match of ours.
Und sie darf beginnen. Geh mal du weg. Und du auch. Alles klar, dann fangen wir doch mal an. Wir beschwören ihn. Und setze das hier auf sie ein. Dann Skill auf sie selber. Mach mal den da. Ziele mal den da weg. Ja gut, das muss ich Mana benutzen, ja gut. Mein Zug, dann kommst du jetzt aufs Feld. So. Zwei mehr HP für ihn. So, dann so, weg mit ihm. Skill. Hippitus. Angreifen. Angreifen. Zack. Zack. Und wieder auf dich selber. Du greifst den und machst den weg. Zack. 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 Ja, das ist auf jeden Fall das Deck, wie ich jetzt habe, bin ich sehr zufrieden gerade mit. So, weg mit dir. Und dann können wir jetzt langsam anfangen, den gegnerischen Boss wegzumachen. Das reicht noch nicht, okay. Einfach aus Prinzip nochmal beschwören, warum auch nicht, ne? Oh, nochmal ein bisschen mehr Leben geben, warum auch nicht? Und dann darf der Pinguin das beenden.
Oh, guess I still have a lot to learn.
Die Arme, ja, die mag ich nicht so gerne. Ich würde ganz gerne noch hier unten in den Pawn Shop. Da irgendwas Gutes zu kaufen ist. No, it's so cute, best not act too reckless these days. Wait, I know that mug from somewhere, just what the hell are you doing here, Mash? Damn it, I've been found out. Yeah, never mind that, I can't believe you're back. It's escaped, goodness. Goddess, you're a real glutton for trouble. Despite the harshness of his words, he looked quite pleased by this turn of events. It's a typical Raquelian. You're lucky you've got such close friends here, Ash. This guy must be better when I talk. Oh, if I was able to tweak that old geezer for a couple seconds there. Don't let it go to your head, we still should be careful moving forward. Alright. Hast du irgendwas Interessantes hier für mich? Ace Butler Uniform? Für was? Rock Eater Salt Grill? Ich will das haben, aber wo kriege ich Rock Eater Salt Grill her? Das Salt Grill. Ist das vorne am Markt oder hier im Pub? Ah, nicht hier im Pub auf jeden Fall. Das ist im Markt und habt übersehen. Nicht hier. Ja, und hier bezweifle ich ehrlich gesagt, dass ich es bekomme. Ja. Mal gucken. oben ist noch eine Bar, beziehungsweise Inn, stimmt. Müssen wir sogar noch hin. Hermit Bar and Inn. Where's the jukebox? It costs 10 mil per song. Listen to music. Ah. Nice. Schöne Musik. Komm mir irgendwoher bekannt. Bist du nicht der Kollege von Makias? Most government offices won't even let me get as far as the reception desk. And now they're saying I have to go investigate the forest. Oh, if I go back to Heimdall, they're just gonna tell me to finish that first. I can't believe how much the government limiting the inspectorate these days. Hey, don't we know this guy? If a man correctly works for Government Accountability Inspectorate with Makias. I'm a little curious, but we seem pretty down. You probably shouldn't bother him right now. Da würde man vermuten, wir werden hier auf Makias irgendwann treffen im Laufe der Zeit. Isn't she a friend of yours, Ash? Yeah, my mom knew her. Oh, welcome. Ah. Hey, long time no see. My, if it isn't Ash, always showing up unannounced. It's good to see that you really were okay after all. I'm glad. Huh? Wait, shouldn't you be more surprised? It's as if you knew all along that Ash was safe. Oh well, that's because a certain someone passed on the information to me. She said she'd been contacted by a classmate in Miss Sante. Oh, is she here? She's waiting for you on the second floor. I'll show you.
Please come in.
Wer von denen ist das Leonodias und so? You. Ha, knew it was you. Ah, Maya.
Ash, everyone, welcome. I'm so glad you're safe. I couldn't believe it when Sydney told me. I'm so happy to see you all. But where have you been? Please, tell me everything.
I see. So it showed up here because of its connection to your father, who was a regular here. That's why Julia happily let me have a room to stay in. I originally came thinking my father might be here, but it seems he hasn't been coming by lately. I'm glad he's not drinking, but I did hear he was contacted by a military division he used to belong to. That's worrying. Was it the former sniper Captain Joseph? I believe I saw that name in the database. If the military requested him to return, it's likely they also had him promoted. On that note, do you know what happened to Leonora and the others? I heard you came together. Gustav too. His mining town shouldn't be that far away from here. I heard Sandy from Lamar too. Ulster specifically, I think. Yes, those two headed to their hometown past the Northern Canyon. Leo went to Orders, where she has a contact to gather intel. There have also been sightings of a mysterious reddish-black flower in the Canyon Road area. Could that be pleroma grass? It seemed very likely. So Leonora's in Orders, capital of the Lamar province. It's also Musey's hometown. We'd visited before during our field exercises. Do you have any information on the state of affairs there? According to Leo, collecting information in Orders is pretty tough at the moment. There's the security detail set up by Governor Raquel, who was just appointed as the interim supervisor. But to make matters worse, there's also the 3rd Armored Division that is currently stationed at Juno Naval Fortress. Marcus Farther and the 3rd Armored Division, that means One-Eyed Sex. My uncle is in charge of that division. We met the governor during our field exercises, but Kurt's uncle? He's one of the top 3 great commanders of the Imperial Army, and the one who fought against General Le Guin during the Civil War. If both of these men are in Lamar, it would be very difficult for our current group to go to Orders. Damn it, this would have been a great chance to get some info, but... Yes, you're right, I'm curious. But it would probably be best to keep away for now. Thank you, Maya. This helped us decide on how we want to proceed. It's nothing. I just wish I could have been of more help. I'll try contacting Orders to see if I can obtain any information on the Singularity or Instructor Ian. If I find anything, I'll be sure to let you know. I wish you the best in your efforts as well. Thanks, Maya. Things are looking tough for all of us, but let's do our best as fellow branch campus students. Dann kommen wir mit Maya auch drin, und zwar hier Maya, a tactic-turned girl with dark black hair. She's an expert marksman and is well versed in Eastern traditions. So, Julia, warte mal, wir haben hier was. Nein, ich will nicht resten. Und schade, ich kann auch hier nicht dieses komische Rock-Dingbums holen. Ich meine, Governor Recken ist ja auch hier, also kommt, als ob Marquez hier nicht irgendwann auftaucht. Also ist ja wohl sehr wahrscheinlich. It wasn't too difficult to gather information this time, given how busy of a town this is. Yeah, and I'm glad things went over well for you too, Ash. You've still got a lot of people here that trust in you, that got to feel good, right? It's not like anyone believed I was Calvardian assassin anyway, but there is something. Something? Gone? Forget it. Just talking to myself. So what's next? Personally, I found the information Maya gave as concerning. I'm honestly tempted to get in touch with my uncle at the naval fortress. I wish I could say otherwise, but that's not going to be an option. The security around orders is real tight right now. We can't risk getting caught before we get a chance to see the general. You're right, it's too risky. Besides, we really should be prioritizing finding the singularity. Sanya and Gustav reported something that looked like Roma grass in the north. It may be wise to follow up on that. We're gonna waste a lot of time if it turns out that's not the place. Oh wait, I think I've got it. The hell's that? Lucilia's pendulum? Yep, she said we could use it to find any singularities, right? Still not sure how it works, but it should react some way. I think. Can't believe we put up with this ridiculous shit. It's reacting. You've got to be kidding me. So we have to go northeast? Looks like it, let's get moving.
I'll thank you to stay put.
Hugo, no way. Hey, that's one of Instructor Reen's old schoolmate, isn't it? The managing director of the government allied Kleist & Co. Hugo Kleist. Was nicht Klein?
We meet again, new Class 7. And an old friend to boot. I've been hoping for a little heart-to-heart. One generation of Thors to another.
Give me a break, you're a government damn lapdog. For now we should... I'm afraid this is as far as you're going. They've blocked us in. When did they get here? We have our sources, and we decided now that was the perfect opportunity to make a move. Speaking of our source, I'd say he's earned himself a little bonus. I knew it. That old dump has sought us out again. Bet someone else tipped him off. But the only people who recognized you were of your friend. Then the one who tipped him off could have been... Now, given your current situation, there's really no point trying to suss out the detail. Let's just say one of my clients has been searching for a dark-haired lad, so I would appreciate it if you let him come with me. I'd appreciate it if you kiss my...
That's quite enough, Kleist.
Yeah, hi. I know you. That's the boy you met in Palm. What seemed to be a problem, Vincent?
I should think that obvious, Hugo. You are bothering my delightful guests. That's a rather aggressive move to make, after inking such a delicate agreement.
And as a journalist, I can't just turn a blind eye. I mean, I'm right here.
Whoops. I was so convinced that boy was someone I knew. I was clearly mistaken, however. Do excuse me for the trouble. Take good care of those guests of yours, yes? A pleasure as always, Vincent. Hey, wait. Hugo, you have to know, right? Where are Mint and Becky? I'm afraid I can't help you there. I wish I knew myself. Looks like we're in the clear. Thanks so much, you really saved us. It's as I thought, you're friends with the original Class 7, aren't you? Sure am. Thought I'd check in on you guys to see how things have been going. We are both comrades who have borne the horned lion emblem. I was a year apart from Class 7 in our school days. By the way, are you a Florald by any chance? Vincent Florald.
Pardon my manners. I am indeed Vincent Florald, the eldest son of Count Florald, a proud Thor's alumnus and consummate hunter of love.
Du, ich weiß, wo Margarita ist. Ich kann da wieder eine Connection zwischen euch aufbauen. Oh, so you're Ferris' brother. Indeed, I simply must thank you for helping my dear sister. It was much appreciated. Haha, nice to see you haven't changed. And Rex, we only just met each other in Sutherland. Yeah, I would have loved a chance to chat with both you guys at Margarita. I see, so that's another reason why you were there covering Titus Gate then. So that part about Vivi as well as the request for scenery pictures were because you already knew about us. Yeah, I'd heard about you all from her before, and it just kind of clicked. It must be fate you're here. Hey, can I snap a quick pic of each of you, Juna and Altina? Haha, maybe some other time, okay? Man, just how many weirdos is our instructor friends with? Margarita certainly was a unique individual as well. She was always unusual in school, but after graduating, she took it to a whole new level. As a matter of fact, Vincent, that aside, this must be a connection made by Reen, tying us together. Of course, there are some who broke that connection to walk a different path, just as Clive did. It seemed you had formed some sort of agreement with him. But what sort of business would you have with him, a man with ties to the Imperial government? Right, it was regarding a specific decision. The decision to not publicly recognize the existence of a Weisland army. The noble powers are not to recognize the Weisland army's existence publicly. You are to cooperate with the draft. If you comply, we will only suppress those who directly collude with the Weisland army. That's about what the decision included. What the Weisland army doesn't exist? No, it does exist and it's starting to make moves. Yes. Successor to the Cayenne Duke de Musée, or Lady Mildine, and General Le Guin are leading them. They've put together a pretty formidable force, including the Pentagon. They probably still pale in comparison to the Imperial Army, though. It seems they have an army of 100,000 under their command. Not even we, nor the noble of the four great houses, know what they are currently doing. This is just like with Juices. So they cannot recognize the army publicly and they won't be punished as long as they cooperate with the draft. I see. The Imperial government wants it to be as if the Weisland army doesn't exist. What? So that's what it's about. It'd be harder to rally people to go to war with Calvert if another civil war was about to go down. The government would be pressured to deal with that before they could roll out the army for anything else. Oh. Currently, the Great Twilight has helped direct the hostility of the Imperial people toward Calvert. It appears, however, that the Weisland army has the potential to disrupt that effect, so the government hasn't reported anything, instead choosing a complete lockdown on information regarding it. Is that correct? Exactly. They'll be censored at the Imperial Chronicle too. Though I gotta say, the Imperial government is one thing, but a certain noble lady is just as impressive. In return for losing various types of support by cutting off relations with the nobles, the Weisland army, like a tiger released into the wild, has attained its freedom. In this game of chess, she has made a number of highly calculated decisions. She truly is a bold, fearsome strategist. Musée. I wonder what exactly they are planning. even with Principal Le Guin and Brigadier General Wallace. Chances of successfully resisting the Imperial Army are slim. Whatever they are planning, I'll bet it's crazy. Doesn't matter. Just like with getting Dr. Reen back, we have business with Muse. For her to just part ways with us like that? The talk we need to have is with Muse Egret, specifically. Not with that noble lady Mildine what's her name. You know. Huh, right. Phew, you're all way too much, even more than I'd heard. We've got some interesting students for sure. Then in regard to that, we'll be looking forward to how you all fare. We have an agreement with the government, but nothing in it stipulates that we may not cooperate with you. In order to find the missing alumni, including my sister and Reen, I would like to assist your endeavors. Class 7, what do you say? Yeah, we're down. Looking forward to working with you. Afterward, the group said farewell to Vincent and Rex, who returned to orders. They then resumed their activities. Well, they said they'd contact us if anything happened in orders, so that's bad. I think we can head over to the North Canyon Road. Right, the pendulum is swinging towards the northeast. I believe Sandy and Gustav's hometowns are both in that direction. There's something on your mind, Ash? No, so you're talking about Alster and their arrogant minds, right? They're pretty far apart. That's one hell of a trek, no matter which way we start out. Better make sure we're all ready to go before you get out of here. Got it. You know what's going down this alley, right? Yeah, and we haven't visited yet either. Don't you think we should drop by before we set out? First, Hugo, Rex und wer war das? Hugo, former schoolmate of Reen's and heir to the Clive and Co. will do whatever it takes to produce results and turn a profit. A source alumnus, Rex has been roaming the Empire, tracking down any information he can get on his missing classmates. Count Florent's heir and Ferris' elder brother. He joined the noble faction where he negotiated deals with the government.